You know, that's so extraordinary what Norm Pattis has put together there. I think it is probably our most effective weapon around the planet, is to communicate directly to the people, let them know the truth about America and the world, and let's hope we can create democracies all over the earth without having to fire a gun. Now let's talk about other parties. We're always Democrats and Republicans in this great country, and there doesn't seem to be any room for a third party. Every time there seems to be the beginnings of when it gets slapped down. Well, joining me is a big shot from the Green Party from all over the world. Good to have you, Michael Feinstein. You just came back from Greece. You're going to go back over to Austria, where Arnold is from, to his village and hold a press conference, and you're already working on who your nominees might be in 2004. Tell us that. Why were you in Greece?
Well, I was in Greece for an international congress of an organization that brings together cities that are working on climate change, sustainability. We had local elected officials from 69 countries. I presented Santa Monica's Sustainable City Plan we're sharing between us. The reason it's so critical for cities to do this is, as we learned from the Johannesburg summit last year in Africa, that national governments aren't committing to sustainability, and the United States at that conference specifically opposed any targets on renewable energy. So we were exchanging information back and forth, and one of the things that we were hearing most of all, particularly from the southern countries, Africa, Latin America, is that because the national governments aren't doing the right thing, it's making it harder and harder to act on the local level.
Now, you said 69 countries, I heard you say, and in some of these countries around the planet, the Green Party tends to be a little bit of a leverage. It kind of forces the major party or another party or coalition party to affect change. Is it more effective in some other places? What countries?
Well, we're in about 90 countries around the world. And actually, next week, I'll be in Nicaragua at the founding of the Green Party of Nicaragua meeting. One of the reasons we're effective is we have fair democracies with fair voting systems like proportional representation. And one example I'll give you is in Germany, where we're part of the coalition government with the Social Democrats. The reason that the Germans were able to stand up against the U.S. invasion of Iraq was because they had a center-left government. If the Greens weren't part of the government, it would have been a center-right government, and you would have seen the Germans backing Bush instead of opposing. We make a real difference because we're able to moderate the policies of some of these governments because we have a chance to be represented.
So now you're going to go to Austria. You're going to go to the hometown of Arnold Schwarzenegger, our new governor.
Yes.
Why? What are you going there for?
I'm going to Austria for a meeting of about 350 local Green elected officials from around Europe, where, again, we're going to share among each other about how we're successful in local government. But while I'm there, I'm going to Graz. Now, Schwarzenegger's campaign headquarters were here in Santa Monica, where I'm an elected official. So I'm going to his hometown, and the Austrian Greens are setting up a press conference. And this will be just hours after Arnold's $7 million fundraiser in Sacto, because with the time difference. And I'm going to do a press conference to challenge him on the California budget and say, you campaigned and you said you're for the people. Well, these are some of the things that you have to do for the people. I'll just say three things. On the budget, fix Prop 13 so it's fair, so that the corporations who own land actually pay their fair share and don't displace everything on homeowners. Progressive tax system, but also on growth, a simple thing that we've learned here in Santa Monica and the rest of the state, we can't ensure that affordable housing is part of new housing developments. We want to return the right for us to require affordable housing when a new housing project goes ahead. So I'm going to challenge him on a lot of sort of things in advance and say, you're for the people. This is a budget for the people.